Hi, this is Wendy Gunn at Your Home for God, an online coaching brand that helps Christian women to embrace how uniquely created they are and achieve God's unique goals for their lives. And I offer courses and coaching and workshops on how to achieve your goals. And I talked to you last time about achieving or dreaming dreams, big dreams with God, and talk to you about Mastering Your Goals, my course. I encourage you to get that. And if you haven't yet, subscribe below and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss anything. I want to tell you the story today about how my family went to Italy. That was a dream come true. Just unbelievable that we were able to do it. It still feels like a dream in a lot of ways. We went in October of 2018, and our two grown children and our son-in-law went with my husband and I. We traveled to Italy, all over Italy, and I am wearing the necklace and earrings that I bought in Venice. We went to a glass-blowing company exhibit that did exhibits, and I don't know if they're still in business after 2020, but I hope they are. It was an amazing experience on an island off of Venice. We went to Italy. I had a dream. I have loved meeting people from all over the world since I was a little girl. I remember kneeling on the couch, the sofa, looking out the window, and I'm sorry, I get all choked up thinking about how good God is to fulfill our dreams. I would look out the window. I'm pretty sure I was in, I don't know, grade school, maybe. And there was a foreign exchange student that walked by our house on their way home from school. And I would look out the window, and I asked my parents if we could have a foreign exchange student. God has put in me a desire to know people from all over the world. He's given us the joy of traveling to Mexico on numerous missions trips. He has given us the privilege of attending a church that supports a number of missionaries around the world. And we have relationships with them because that's a high priority for our church. That we not just give money, but that we get to know those families. So we know personally the family in Israel that we support. We know very, very well the family in Mexico that we have supported, that we have gone and visited and helped with on missions trips. We are so blessed. And I began dreaming about going to Europe years ago. My husband had no desire whatsoever to go to Europe. He's not really excited about traveling, but if he can drive there, he has really enjoyed road trips that our family took over the years. He loves to drive, and he's always enjoyed that. So flying, not so much. Flying overseas, not so much. And the fact is, in God's immutable judgment, my husband, through work, had a number of overseas business trips. He has been to Japan. I have never been to Japan. He served in the Vietnam War. He has been to Vietnam. That wasn't a pleasure trip, believe me. He has been to numerous places in Europe through business that I have never been to. He has been to Paris. I have not. But we got to go to Italy. I began dreaming about this, and because we had a credit card that I was getting miles through, This was my dream completely. We were getting miles from that. And I was dreaming, and I was storing up those miles. I was checking to see how far could we go now with those miles. And I would dream. And we had grown children by the time that amount of miles had gotten larger. We had grown children. Now, our son lives about 40 minutes from us, and he's more like me. Our children are different, aren't they? And God has a plan for that. Our daughter is very much like her father and his side of the family. Our son is much more like me, and he loves to travel. Absolutely loves to travel. He has been around, well, not around the world, but he has been to Greece, and he has all kinds of plans for places that he will go. So when he would come over, sometimes we would talk about where he wanted to go next or his latest trip. He would show us the pictures whenever he went. And he finally maybe got sick of hearing me talk about it, but he said, "Mom, Europe is a big place. You need to decide where you want to go." This is such great advice. This was just, obvious. Shouldn't it be obvious? But it was such a wild dream that I had not thought to make it a goal. I encourage you, if it doesn't have specifics, it's just a wish. Put it down on paper, put a date, and start making it a goal.